I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted a main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time. But eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, These superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Becky Lynch is ready for action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland. Oh man, Becky Lynch!
I spoke to Becky earlier, and she said that Mutiny should be watching her match very closely tonight.
Well, that's the last thing in the world I'd be asking for, Cole. We've seen what happens when you poke that bear.
Becky is looking to make a statement loud enough for Mutiny to hear.
All right, I've been looking forward to seeing Nia beat someone up.
And her opponent from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax has targeted everyone in the women's locker room.
Whether it be as a singles or tag team competitor, Jax has dominated and reached the very top.
Indeed, Nia Jax has become an unrelenting, remorseless powerhouse.
It is absolutely impossible to plan against an opponent the size of Nia Jax.
Nia Jax looks to be in a bad mood, and I'm pretty sure she's going to take it out on her opponent.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about it. Oh my God. Vicious backbreaker.
Targeting the arm now.
She turns that attack away.
Hoisted high above her head. And down.
Annihilated offense from Nia Jax.
One attack after another from Jax.
Bang! Crucial counter there. Oh, by the hair, whipped across the ring.
That ain't right.
An unyielding showing of authority, no two ways about it.
Oh, man, just punishing. Big move followed up with a pin attempt. She still has her expelling unnecessary energy with that attempt.
Elbow drop. Constant pressure being kept on Becky.
Becky's fighting spirit needs to cause a change here.
A second leg drop with a twist.
Lynch responds. Picked up and being carried around now.
Waistlock.
Excellent follow-through from Becky there.
Confident in her ability and surefire in her execution.
Didn't go to plan for Jax.
Hammerlock applied by Becky Lynch.
Did a reverse DDT. Great move.
Nia's in big jeopardy here.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Rose plant. This could put a stop to Nia.
Cover. Kicks out. Just kicked out.
Amazing kick out. You cannot help but be impressed by Nia Jax's fortitude here tonight.
And with that kick out, Becky has to keep the aggression up. She can't let it phase her. And Lynch is all fired up now.
Lynch is backing up her words here.
She wants to take this thing to the outside.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Oh, man. Into a dragon screw leg whip.
The power of a deadlift into a military press.
Wow.
Walking around the ring.
And face first they go. The man connects.
Oh, my Lord. What contact.
Becky Lynch applies the hammerlock. Reverse DDT.
She counters it. Elbow drop.
She's honing in, staring daggers at her target.
Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this. Oh, tossed aside.
Driven down face first. Oh, just throwing their body.
And right away into the pin. Kick out just before 2.
Wow, I thought this was over.
Fends it off. Good counter.
What are we going to see here? Face buster.
Kick connects. Hooking it up.
Rose plant. Will that serve this up for Becky?
Here's the pin. What a kick out. She's not done yet.
And Nia Jax is still in this. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of heart from Nia Jax here tonight.
And Becky Lynch is fuming. She did all that work and still it wasn't enough.
Oh!
Ooh, vicious kick to the spine. Jax cannot be overpowered. Turn Nia Jax around there.
Hammerlock applied by Becky Lynch. Reverse DDT.
Shoulders down. Jax could be put away here. Digging deep for a kick out. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
And she reversed it.
Caught with a clothesline.
Nia Jax just getting worked on here.
Nia needs to find that irresistible force once more.
Turns it around. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Lodged face first. So much pain inflicted in this match.
Could be getting into a dire situation soon.
Oh, and return fire from Lynch.
Hammerlock into the reverse DDT.
All tangled up inside. Backpack face buster.
Nia avoids contact. Steering clear there.
And Jax takes out another heart attack there.
Jax isn't used to this kind of punishment, and it's showing.
Kick connects. Hooking it up.
Rose plant. Hits it again, and no way this goes any longer.
There it is. Becky Lynch is your winner.
Here is your winner, the man,
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bayley-to-belly suplex. It was actually a Becky-to-belly.
That wasn't just a suplex, that was a statement directly to her former close friend Bayley. Forget about your big mutiny plans and look at me.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bailey probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bailey's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.